8'll get you 7.
In a world where marriage is for a 7-year term, not a lifetime commitment, follow the end of the marriages of 4 different couples.
Living room. Peter and Martha's third-floor apartment. Peter is slouching on the couch in his underwear, watching football on television. Martha emerges from the bathroom. She has been applying makeup and it is obvious, although Peter doesn't notice. Martha opens her purse and looks inside her wallet.
Hey, did you put money in my wallet?
Yeah. I'm sure you need gas money.
Oh. I'm going to Jackie's to hang out. I'll be back later.
No. Stay here.
What? Get lost.
Martha leaves the apartment through the front door while Peter remains motionless on the couch and yells out through the closed door.
I'm going out with my buddies then.
Freaking jerk.
Peter takes the TV remote and adjusts the volume. Jackie's barroom. Martha is with 3 girlfriends, Fatima, Michelle, and Tracy. They are seated together at a small table in a corner. Waitress Monica is serving them a second round of beer. She places a beer bottle in front of each girl and removes each empty bottle and places it on her tray. When she gets to Martha's beer bottle, she notices that there is still a mouthful left in the bottle. She looks at Martha.
Is this one dead, sweetie?
Martha motions to her to give her the bottle and Martha chugs it in one swig.
Thanks, honey.
Martha hands her the empty beer bottle and lets out a hearty burp.
Oh my god!
So, as I was saying, Peter and I just aren't a thing anymore. We would have to file for a renewal by the end of next month, and neither of us have any intention of going through with that. There's no love lost there. I don't think that we'll even remember to say goodbye.
Really?
You can't be that surprised, can you? He doesn't even know I'm alive.
He doesn't abuse you, does he?
No. That would require him to know that I'm alive. All he does is drink, gamble, and watch sports on TV.
What about sex?
Ha! First of all, no. And secondly, no.
What does that mean?
Yeah, what?
It means that he shows no interest in me, so no. And if he suddenly wanted sex, I wouldn't feel like it is genuine attraction towards me. It would be that he just needs to get off, so I'd just tell him to get lost.
Martha, excuse me for playing devil's advocate, but what are you doing to help mend your relationship?
Truthfully, nothing. But it's because I'm not interested in fixing it, you know? I have to wanna, right?
Yeah, but you have to know how to be in a relationship.
Tracy is right about that, Martha. If you get into another marriage or relationship, you would have to work full-time at that relationship. It's not easy and it is hard work.
Bally's Casino, Tiverton, Rhode Island. Peter is seated at a blackjack table with 2 friends, Mike to his right and Roy to his left. This is a $25 minimum table. Peter is betting $100 per hand. He has $1,000 in chips and $100 and $25 denominations. There is no one else at the table. The dealer deals. The dealer deals a card to Mike. Peter's first card is a queen. The dealer deals an 8 to Roy, and the dealer's card is a 6.
Nice.
He slides a $100 chip behind his initial bet. Mike receives his card.
Good luck.
The dealer deals a 10 to Peter, who reacts with a fist pump. Roy gets his card. The dealer turns over his whole card, which is a 5. The dealer deals himself another card, a king. The dealer's hand is 21. Everyone loses.
Fuck off. That's bullshit.
Sorry, folks.
Peter bets $300.
Dude, what are you doing? This table sucks right now.
You gotta bet big to cover your losses.
The dealer deals all 3 players and himself a face card. Then Mike gets a 5, Peter a 7 and Roy 8. The dealer hides his whole card and checks to see if he has blackjack. The dealer has blackjack. Everyone loses.
Oh God.
Peter bets $300. The dealer deals Mike a queen, Peter an 8 and Roy an ace and himself a 5. Then Mike an 8, Peter an 8 and Roy a 10 and then hides his whole card.
Yeah! Winner, winner, chicken dinner!
The dealer takes three $25 chips from the chip tray and slides them over to Roy. The dealer motions to Mike, who holds up his hand to indicate that he is standing with his cards. Peter slides 3 black chips next to his current bet to show that he wants to split his 8s. The dealer separates the 2 8s and places the 2 stacks of $300 bets directly behind the 8s. He deals a 7. Peter taps the table.
Dude, what are you doing? He's got a 5.
Shut up, Mike. I'm playing a hunch.
The dealer turns over another card. It is a queen. The dealer takes the 3 cards and the $300.
Told you, man.
The dealer turns over another card and places it on the other 8. It is a 7. Peter raises a hand to stand. The dealer turns over his whole card. It is a 2.
7.
The dealer deals himself another card. It is an ace. Dealer has 18.
I'm done.
Peter rises from his chair in disgust. He has lost all his money. Peter and Martha's 3rd floor apartment, Monday morning. Peter is getting ready to leave for work. Martha's purse is on the kitchen table. Peter takes his wallet out of his back pocket, removes a $10 bill and places it into Martha's wallet. Peter walks into the bedroom where Martha is in a deep sleep. He bends over and kisses her.
Have a good day.
Peter walks back to the kitchen and sits at the dining table. He writes a note to Martha. It reads, "Don't forget to get the oil changed in your car and get it inspected." Peter gets up and opens the refrigerator. His lunch is prepared and waiting in a canvas lunchbox. He takes it and leaves the apartment. Chloe is pushing a half-filled grocery cart down an aisle of a large supermarket. She is midway down the aisle as a tall, extremely attractive man turns into the aisle on the far end and is walking towards Chloe. He notices her instantly.
Chloe? Is that you? You look amazing.
Alan. Oh my God. It's so nice to see you. Are you back in the area?
I'm back. New York City and I didn't get along. It's not for the faint of heart. If I am gonna make it there, well, I guess I don't have the patience to be turned down for role after role. I don't have the thick skin required to be turned down like 25 times a week while waiting tables 60 hours a week. It's time for me to face reality and come back to live a normal life.
Well, it is great to see you.
How about lunch?
Yeah. We need to arrange that.
I mean like now. Let's finish up our food shopping and grab a couple of martinis and the best carbonara in town at Luigi's.
Chloe playfully rolls her eyes and tilts her head back in pleasure.
Oh, you certainly remember how to make me melt. Let's do it.
They hurriedly finish their shopping. They walk side by side throughout the rest of the store, laughing and catching up on old times. They are having a wonderful late morning. Grocery store parking lot. Alan helps Chloe load the groceries into her car. His car is nearby. He loads his 3 bags into the front seat of his car. They drive off in separate cars. Luigi's restaurant. Alan and Chloe are seated in a U-shaped booth, very close to each other, and are served their 3rd martini by the waiter Giuseppe, who walks away with their 4 empty glasses. They are clearly having a great time. Chloe is drunk and is hanging all over Alan.
So how's Nick?
Great. We have a great marriage, but nobody will ever be able to make love like you.
We certainly were great in the sack.
Oh wow, nobody could ever fill me up like you did.
Maybe I lost my touch.
I doubt it, buddy. I bet that you're better than ever.
Wanna skip lunch and find out?
Chloe gives Alan a bold stare and slowly nods her head yes.
Then let's 86 this clam bake and head over to my place now.
Chloe repeats the nod and slides out of the booth. Alan takes a $100 bill out of his pocket and places it under his half-finished martini and slides out of the booth as well. He takes Chloe's hand as they walk out of the restaurant. Alan's apartment bedroom. Alan and Chloe are naked in his bed as they make love. They are very passionate and she is consumed with desire.
That was incredible. I miss your body inside mine. You are an incredible lover.
It depends on who you're with.
I guess you're right, but our chemistry is incredible.
Lawyer's office. Justin and Natalie are at their lawyer's office finalizing the end of their marriage and the division of their assets. Attorney Julie Johnson is seated at the head of a long conference table with Justin and Natalie seated together near her.
This is a very straightforward dissolution of a 7-year marriage contract. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts sets the guidelines for such a dissolution. I have been your asset counselor for your entire marriage, without interruption, and your assets are clearly enumerated in these documents which have been mailed to you earlier.
Julie Johnson slides several pages of printed material in front of Justin and Natalie for their perusal.
Do either of you have any questions, concerns, or comments about the documents or the property discussed therein?
Justin and Natalie both nod no.
Very well then. All of your assets have been liquidated and equally divided by this office.
Julie Johnson hands them each a manila envelope.
In each of these envelopes is a savings bank passbook. This office has liquidated your stocks, bonds, and other assets and divided them equally and deposited the cash into these separate bank accounts. If there had been any real estate, the same would have happened to that. Once again, do you have any questions for me?
I have none.
No. Well, in that case, we are done here. It has been my pleasure to work with you throughout your marriage, and I wish you both the best in your future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Natalie and Justin rise from their seats and face each other. They kiss passionately. Natalie backs away and wipes a tear from each eye.
I love you so much, Justin.
I love you too, Natalie.
Coffee shop. Natalie is seated alone reading her iPad in a busy coffee shop. A handsome man named John approaches her.
I was wondering if you could help me. If you're here, who is running heaven?
Natalie stops what she is doing and slowly raises her head to look at him. Her radiant smile is exposed.
Does that lying ever work?
I'm hoping that it earns me a seat at your table. Beyond that, I'll get back to you.
Natalie outstretches her hand towards the vacant chair next to her and he takes the seat immediately. She extends her hand to shake his.
I'm Natalie. Hi.
John, what's a beautiful girl like you doing here by herself?
You're by yourself too.
True enough. Are you now, or have you ever been married?
Oh wow, right to it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so forward. I have never been married.
I get it. My marriage expired a few months ago. It was great, it's just time for a new chapter.
That's a good way to put it. I guess I could make the same statement. I'm ready for a new chapter. What do you do for a living?
I'm a receptionist at a dentist's office. It's mundane, but it pays well. What about you?
Caramel latte for John!
Excuse me a minute.
John gets up from his seat to fetch his latte, then returns.
I'm a physician. An ER surgeon, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds impressive. Do you have an office? Like you see patients and stuff?
No. I hang out in the ER and wait for people to come in that need emergency surgery. I do it, then hand them off to their primary care doctor. It's actually a pretty good gig that pays a lot of money if you can handle the schedule. I don't need an office or a staff or a billing company. I am an employee of the hospital. The shift is brutal. I work a 50-hour shift, 7 a.m. Friday until 9 a.m. Sunday, every week.
Sounds awful. Do you sleep?
Sometimes. You survive on adrenaline mostly.
So you don't work all week?
Not until Friday. Why aren't you working now?
The office is closed this week and next week. Vacation.
Great. Want to go to New York and catch a few Broadway shows?
I can't.
Why not?
Well,
You just met me.
Yeah.
I get it. Suppose we go and stay in separate rooms and see as many shows as you like?
Still seems weird. I've known you for like 8 minutes.
It's nighttime at the coffee shop. Natalie and John have been talking for hours and night has fallen. They have clearly become much more comfortable with each other. In front of them are wrappers that used to contain pastries and light sandwiches that they have purchased over the past few hours.
So Justin and I were doing great, just not perfect, and we both felt that marriage was about perfection, so we agreed to let our marriage expire.
Do you still keep in touch?
Yeah, although it's been a few weeks. I really believe that we parted the closest of friends.
Elizabeth and Allison's home. Allison walks into the front door with a smile and finds Elizabeth curled up on a comfortable chair in the living room reading a book. She looks up when she hears the door open.
Hi.
Hi, babe. How was your day?
Okay. You're home early.
Thanks for noticing. I'll be coming home early from now on.
Don't do that on my account.
I am. You're my life.
Allison.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
Allison sits on the ottoman at Elizabeth's feet and massages them gently.
That feels nice.
Good.
Elizabeth puts her book down and closes her eyes, and Allison continues to massage her feet.
Babe, how about we head to Cape Cod this weekend and have a couple of romantic days at the Lighthouse in Dennisport?
Allison.
Elizabeth pauses before continuing.
Allison, why are you doing this?
You mean, why am I treating you in the manner that you've been wanting me to treat you for who knows how long?
Okay. Yeah. Why?
Because I realized that you're right. I've been putting my work in front of my wife. I'm turning over a new leaf. You are now my first, second, and third priority. How's that?
Allison, you're too late. I've fallen out of love with you. You have made me feel second-rate. Third-rate.
But Elizabeth.
Let me talk. Please.
Okay.
You have made me feel unattractive and unnoticed.
My defense is that I have been trying to build a future for us. You and me and the family that I imagined having together. You know that we can't have a family until after our first renewal. I've been working to get our ducks in a row.
By working so much that you were absent?
I now know that that was a mistake, but I was always sure to take care of you with fine gifts, and as I say that, it sounds stupid, and I'm sorry.
Allison, do you know what kind of spouse buys their mate lavish gifts, like furs and cars and diamonds?
Allison shrugs her shoulders.
Those that cheat on spouses buy them lavish gifts to cover up their guilt. That's what you look like, a cheating spouse.
Elizabeth, I swear on my mother's eyes.
I believe you, Allison. I don't think that you're a cheater. But I think that the law firm is your mistress.
Allison smirks.
You probably have a valid point. Look, I am committed to rebuilding our relationship. Will you give me a shot?
I'll let you know.
You won't regret it, babe.
This is the end of part 2 of 8 Will Get You 7. In part 3, there is a lot of infighting. Natalie and Justin have new relationships in the works. See you all there.